Good evening. When anger enters the mind, wisdom departs. Welcome to BMC News Live in English, brought to you by Al Hilal Hospital and Medical Centers. I am Vinod Narayanan, joining you with the daily news updates. Today's headlines. Finance Minister urged innovative solutions to spur growth and tackle challenges. Bahrain Forum for Dialogue is a message of peace, a new landmark in progress of human fraternity. LMRA, NPRA and Southern Police Directorate step up inspection campaigns. Haya card holders can perform Umrah and visit Medina. India likely to overtake China as world's most populous country this year. News in details. Finance Minister urged innovative solutions to spur growth and tackle challenges. Finance and National Economy Minister Sheikh Salman bin Khalifa Al Khalifa stressed the importance of strengthening international cooperation, unifying all efforts and developing innovative and supportive solutions to achieve the desired economic growth and sustainable development goals for all countries. He underscored the role played by the World Bank Group in facing the exceptional challenges and circumstances facing the countries of the world. The minister was addressing the Development Committee on behalf of the countries of the Arab Group of the Maldives, represented by the Kingdom of Bahrain. The minister took part in the meeting of the World Bank Development Committee within the annual meetings of the Board of Governors of the World Bank and the International Monetary Fund held in Washington. He underlined the role of the World Bank Group in finding solutions to the challenges facing the food and energy sectors, smoothing international trade movement, enhancing resilience and accelerating the global economic recovery. Bahrain Forum for Dialogue is a message of peace, a new landmark in progress of human fraternity. The Secretary General of the Council of Muslim Elders, Muhammad Abdul Salam, said that the Bahrain Forum for Dialogue, to be held under the patronage of His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa in November, sends a potent message of peace to the world against the challenges facing humanity that require working together to confront them. The Bahrain Forum for Dialogue, East and West for Human Coexistence, on November 3rd to 4th will be held in cooperation with the Council of the Muslim Elders, the Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs and the King Hamad Global Center for Peaceful Coexistence. Abdul Salam commended the great role of Bahrain under the leadership of His Majesty the King in promoting the values of dialogue, national unity and coexistence, as well religious and cultural diversity that make Bahrain a leading civilized model in peaceful coexistence and in supporting mutual acceptance. This forum is a new and important station in the journey of human fraternity that started in Abu Dhabi on February 4th, 2019 with the signing and declaration by Imam Al-Tayyib and Pope Francis of the document for human fraternity for world peace and living together. The most important document in modern human history, he added. Social Investigation Unit unveiled training program. The Special Investigation Unit will hold a training program aimed to strengthen the capacities of those concerned with the protection of human rights in the penal system. The event will be held under the patronage of Public Prosecutor Dr. Ali bin Fadl Al Boyanein in cooperation with the UN Development Programme, the Royal Academy of Police, the Judicial and Legal Studies Institute, law enforcers and civil society institutions. The 6-month program, which is scheduled to start at the end of this month, will target about 1,000 participants from the national institutions. The program includes 3 axes related to international human rights standards. The program aims to support national bodies concerned with the protection of human rights and the development of the capabilities of its members, said Acting Advocate General, Special Investigation Unit, Chief Muhammad Khalid Al-Hassa. The program is also part of national efforts to achieve Bahrain's vision aimed at promoting human rights and meeting the objectives of the National Human Rights Plan for the Kingdom 2022-2026 to develop alternative justice in line with international standards. LMRA, NPRA and Southern Police Directorate step up inspection campaigns. The Labour Market Regulatory Authority clamped down on a number of illegal workers in the Southern Governorate who were found in breach of the labour market regulations and the law on residence. The authority has carried out the joint inspection campaign in the Southern Governorate in cooperation with the Nationality Passports and Residence Affairs of the Ministry of Interior and the Southern Governorate Police Directorate. The authority is working in partnership with the Ministry of Interior and various government agencies to intensify efforts and procedures that promote the activation of regulatory tools in order to achieve stability, justice, flexibility and competitiveness in the labour market, and contribute to eliminate the illegal practices by tightening control over violations perpetrated by employers and expatriate workers. Sustainable Development Minister participated in Coalition of Finance Ministers for Climate Action meeting. Minister of Sustainable Development Noor Bint Ali Al Khulaif participated in the 8th ministerial meeting of the Coalition of Finance Ministers for Climate Action held here recently as part of the International Monetary Fund and the World Bank Group 2022 annual meetings. Minister Al Khulaif noted the commitments announced by His Royal Highness Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, the Crown Prince and Prime Minister, at the COP26 summit in Glasgow in November 2021, including achieving net zero carbon emissions by 2060. She affirmed the Kingdom of Bahrain's commitment to support international initiatives to overcome global environmental challenges, including the Helsinki Principles aimed at promoting climate action through the development of fiscal policies. Bahrain attended 9th meeting of GCC Standing Committee for Statistical Work. Information and E-Government Authority Chief Executive Mohammed Al-Qaid led the Kingdom's delegation to the 9th meeting of the GCC Statistical Center Standing Committee on Statistical Work held here. The meeting was attended by heads of GCC statistical organizations. The committee praised the dynamic achievements in supporting GCC statistical work in line with the objectives of Gulf countries' economic and social policies. Today's COVID updates. COVID updates brought to you by Al Hilal Hospital and Medical Centers. Bahrain police arrested a gang in BD 42,000 phone scam. Police yesterday busted a gang for swindling people out of around BD 42,000 by running a phone scam. Authorities in coordination with banks managed to stop the transfers and recover the money. Officials are taking legal measures to refer the suspect to public prosecution. The Director General of the General Department for Combating Corruption and Economic and Electronic Security said they trapped the gang, all Asian nationals, after investigating a complaint from a citizen who lost BD 11,000 from his bank account following a phone call. Investigators managed to track the transactions and their beneficiaries in coordination with the bank. This resulted in identifying and arresting the gang and seizing the devices and mobile phones used for the fraud. The suspects, police said, managed to trap several and seize large sums of money from their accounts. We managed to stop those transactions in coordination with the bank, said the Director General. Now we will be back after a very short break. The 16th branch of Megamart and Macromart supermarkets in Bahrain has opened in Sahala. The best offers are available to the customers at affordable rates. Everyone is welcome. During and around the opening day, a variety of fish including salmon, meat and dairy products, roastery, frozen items, food and non-food items, groceries, fruits and vegetables, electronics, garments and ready-to-eat food items are available to the customers at affordable rates. Hearty welcome to all. Megamart and Macromart, your favorite shopping destination.
exclusive franchisee of Cochin Kala Bhavan in Bahrain. With over a decade of existence in Bahrain, exclusive online regular classes have started for classical dances, music vocal, instrumental music, cinematic dance, Kathak, Zumba body fitness, karate and yoga, drawing, arts and craft, children's theatre. For more information, please call 3909 6845 3909 4806 3885 2397 or visit www.bahrainmediacity.com. Since 2000,
Welcome back. Haya card holders can perform Umrah and visit Medina. Muslim holders of fan tickets of the FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022 are allowed to perform Umrah and visit Medina. Khalid Al-Shamari, Assistant Director General of the General Department of Visas at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, confirmed. During an interview with Al-Ekhabariya, Al-Shamari said that the multiple visa of Haya card holders is free, but it is mandatory to obtain medical insurance from the visa platform. The visa will be valid to enter Saudi Arabia 10 days before the start of the World Cup, which starts from November 11th until the final day of December 18th, 2022. Al-Shamari confirmed. The residence period of the visa holder would last for 2 months. The visa will be for several trips, and its holder can enter and exit Saudi Arabia at any time during its validity period, and it is not required that the visa holder can enter from Qatar. Saudi woman obtained horsewoman license. In another first for Saudi women, Amal bint Faisal obtained a horsewoman license, making her the first Saudi horsewoman to pass the test and standards required to gain a license to race. Amal obtained the horsewoman license from the horse racing club after passing the test designated by the committee authorized to grant this license. She is now able and prepared to participate in official races. The license is granted when the participants pass the assigned tests according to the internationally recognized mechanism. In order for the holder to be as professional as possible to keep pace with the strength of the races, it includes several special tactics and techniques according to a set of rules and regulations. One dead and several missing after Greece hit by powerful storms. One person is dead and several are still missing after powerful storms swept through many parts of Greece on Saturday. At least 20 charter flights had to be diverted to Athens and elsewhere because the runway at Heraklion Airport was flooded, Dutch press agency reported. An unexpected storm struck late on Friday with the region around Heraklion particularly hot hit. According to meteorologists, the storm is now moving further east. Magnitude 5.3 earthquake rattled southern Philippines. An offshore earthquake with a magnitude of 5.3 rattled Surigao del Sur province in southern Philippines late Saturday night. The Philippines Institute of Volcanology and Seismology said the quake, which occurred at 11:14 p.m. local time, hit at a depth of 1 kilometer, about 68 kilometers northeast of Marihat town. The institute said that tectonic quake will trigger aftershocks but will not cause damage. The Philippines has frequent seismic activity due to its location along the Pacific Ring of Fire. Death toll rose to 40 in Turkey, coal mine explosion. The death toll from a coal mine explosion in northern Turkey rose to at least 40 people Saturday, officials said. Desperate relatives had waited all night in the cold outside the state-owned TTK Amsara Muesi Muralru mine in the town of Amasra in the Black Sea coastal province of Bartın, hoping for news. There were 110 miners working in the shaft when the explosion occurred Friday evening, Associated Press reported. Interior Minister Suleyman Soylu said Saturday that 40 miners were confirmed dead, 11 were injured and hospitalized, while 58 others managed to get out of the mine on their own or were rescued unharmed. The status of one remaining miner was unclear. Energy Minister Faith Donmez said rescue efforts were almost complete. Earlier he had said that a fire was still burning in the mine's gallery, where more than a dozen miners had been trapped. Work to isolate and cool the fire continued, he said. Preliminary assessments indicated that the explosion was likely caused by fire damp, which is a reference to flammable gases found in coal mines. Donmez said overnight 3 prosecutors were investigating the blast. India likely to overtake China as the world's most populous country this year. Humankind is now double the size it was in 1973. Of course, that growth has been far from uniform, and the ranking of the world's most populous countries continues to evolve. Using the latest data available from the United Nations, visual capitalist Nick Rotley looks at which countries have the largest share of the planet's 8 billion people. Germany has grown by just 6% over the past 50 years. Pakistan and Nigeria have nearly quadrupled their populations. Half a century ago, there were only 6 countries with populations of over 100 million. Today, there are 15 countries past that mark, with Vietnam positioned to hit that milestone next. With that, we come to the end of today's news. Stay tuned for daily news updates in BMC News Live English at 7:30 p.m. every day. I'm Vinod Narayanan signing off from BMC News Live. Good night.